So we have the pleasure of having Cristy Code Red Nickel of Code Red Lifestyle with us. How are you doing, Cristy?
I'm doing so good. I feel good. It's nice and cold in Boise, Idaho, and I love the cold.
Well, then it's perfect. Glad you love the cold, so it sounds like your perfect environment then. So please go ahead and just tell me, what is Code Red Lifestyle and how did it come to be what it is now?
Code Red is a program that I created that enables people to lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. So it's real food, water, and sleep. And the way it kind of came to be is because I was a world-class elite level professional boxer, actual boxer, where the regular 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 6-ounce gloves, no head protection or anything.
Okay.
And I actually started getting fat in the middle of my boxing career. I started getting fat, and that didn't make any sense to me. And because I thought, well, I'm training 3 to 5 hours a day, why am I getting fat? So I realized that it was because of my food. So when I changed my diet and I lost all my weight, I realized exercise has nothing to do with weight loss. And so I ended up creating the Code Red Lifestyle, wrote a book, and I went from being on Idaho State food stamps to 10 million in 3 years. So it's just exploded.
Wow, congratulations for that success and from your personal experience. And now clearly you've been able to help a lot of other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so who exactly do you serve? What problems do you help them solve? Obviously the weight loss, but what specific clients do you usually work with?
93% of my clients are women. I don't know why that is. That just kind of is, and that's fine. We mostly work with women in their 50s and 60s. At least that's my ideal client. Menopausal women that have 2 kids. I mean, I have my perfect avatar already sculpted out. We get outliers like women that are earlier, younger, or women in their 80s, but every single person can lose weight no matter what. I've helped people in wheelchairs, people missing a leg, people that just can't exercise or choose not to. And so mostly women in their 50s and 60s.
Okay. And do you feel like, just based on those demographics too, do you feel like you also fit people who probably felt hopeless, like they can't do any sort of weight loss?
Oh, everybody that comes to us is absolutely hopeless. They have tried everything. I like to say the diet failed them, because you can lose weight doing anything. You can lose weight on the lemon and cayenne pepper diet. You can
Right.
lose weight before prom, but can you keep it off? I mean, we have a weight regain problem in this country, and people just don't know the nature of the trap. They don't know what they don't know. They think, well, I can't go do CrossFit 6 days a week, so I guess I'm doomed. So everybody that comes to us, they are at rock bottom to where they are reaching up to touch the top, and that's where we want them, because there is absolutely hope.
Absolutely. And so is your system within your business, it's you, of course, your business, but then your trainer is kind of obviously the same philosophy. So it's a bunch of different trainers under you who you train yourself. How does that work exactly?
Yeah, I wrote the program. I continue to write the custom programs for everybody. Nobody does that part. I have 60
Okay.
employees. I have Code Red certified coaches, and these are people that have come through the program. They've lost all their weight. And remember, this is absolutely no exercise whatsoever. We don't even talk about it. So that's just not in our wheelhouse. And later on, when someone gets to maintenance, we'll transition to a workout program, because it is a very healthy part of life, but not anything we worry about at this stage. And then under the coaches, we have kind of like coaching assistants, and we call them leaders, and they are up and coming coaches that we are training up for the future generation of coaches. So I have staff, leaders, and coaches that make up about 60 people in Code Red.
Wow. So really able to basically have just a ladder for building up and for people to keep learning from you and from each other.
Totally.
And so off of that, I'm very curious to know then, what does being a conscious business leader mean to you?
The unconscious business. Did you say unconscious?
No, conscious.
I thought you said unconscious. I was like, well, you know, I think for me, it's all encompassing. I need to be aware. Yes, be aware of my image. Yes, be aware of the example I'm setting for my staff, my coaches, my leaders, my community. Yes, be aware of the kind of influence I'm having, but being aware of me, turning it inward, and am I showing up for myself? Am I absolutely the best that I can be? People see me all the time and they say, oh, you're so driven or you're so motivated, but I don't see that. I see, Cristy, are you given 100% every day? Are you given everything you can? Not just to the company, not just to my community, but to my dog, Annabelle, and to my husband. Am I leaving him, am I leaving him I'm unattended? Am I, and so showing up for myself means getting my sleep, drinking my water, eating foods that nourish my body, that don't drag me down and make me feel worse, making sure I get my exercise every day, making sure that I check in on my spirituality. So you guys listening, you might be really doing well selling your product and showing up for your community, but you're running yourself down, and that doesn't count. You absolutely have got to take care of yourself, or you can't show up fully for your community. So I show up, number one, for myself, and then I show up for my community and my family and other people that need me.
Absolutely. It starts with you. Otherwise, there's nothing else you can give. You can't even give to yourself. And so I'm curious, in a little bit deeper, how do you make sure to take care of yourself and keep that high energy and that high performance?
The number one biggest rule for all of us, and especially me, is sleep. We are chronically sleep deprived in our whole society.
Yes.
We walk around in a brain fog, and we just accept it as the norm. And in fact, a lot of my mommies that come through my program, they have this mommy martyr attitude that makes them be a good mom because they're up late worrying about their kids. That's baloney, because shorten your sleep, shorten your life. And we like to say in Code Red, you ain't sleeping, you ain't losing. Your body, you will not lose weight, and you will not get healthy if you are cutting too low on sleep. So you've got to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night, which means having good bedroom boundaries, which means turning off your phone, turning off your TV. The kids get bathed and in bed and everything. Leave the dishes in the sink. Sleep trumps everything. Number one, making sure I drink my water every day. I have my 40-ounce Code Red water bottle, and I have 4 of these every single day. That's what's right for me. And so being properly hydrated is going to help your whole body function so much better. So those are my 2 big things that I make sure that I do every day, hands down, no matter what.
Which is crazy, because for other people it seems so simple, and it is simple, but it's those 2 things, those simple things have such a big impact, negative or positive, if we don't do it.
Huge. Yep.
And so what problems and obstacles do you see your peers struggling with when it does come to energy management?
Yeah, that's a great question. When you are sleep deprived, your body sends sugar signals because your body is trying hard to give you any form of energy it can, so that you don't cross over the yellow line and hit oncoming traffic, so that you don't hurt yourself, or and you're so sleep deprived. So right off the bat, you're going to make things so much worse on yourself. If you are sleep deprived, you're going to start craving caramel macchiatos and cake pops and Pop-Tarts and Captain Crunch right out of the box. And you'll be like, why am I getting these feelings? I mean, nobody craves kale salad. They crave sugar when you are sleep deprived. So right off the bat, you're setting yourself up for failure. And then the body senses a lack of sleep as stress and will hang on to body fat as a way to protect you. It's not mad at you. It's trying to protect you. So right off the bat, things aren't looking good when you cut too low on sleep. You won't even lose weight. That's not even the problem. You won't lose weight, but you will feel like absolute garbage. And the second thing, when you're dehydrated, people say a gallon of water a day. Cristy, I can't do that. Oh, yes, you can. When you quit drinking the Red Bulls and the wine and the Diet Coke and the coffee, you can get your water in. And so when we realize people are properly hydrated, they can go potty better. Their skin clears up. They're fuller for longer. It's so much good comes from just being those 2 things. So simple. And yet you can start feeling better tomorrow morning. And I know, man, if I cut down on either one of those, Katie, bar the door, I am in serious trouble.
I need that reminder for myself, especially when it comes to water. It's so easy to forget, but like you said, the benefits and the negative impact are huge, either direction. And so someone with so much energy wants to help so many people, of course. How do you live purposefully every single day?
Well, that's a great question. That's a big question. How do I live purposely? I tend to, I have business coaches because I'm not a natural entrepreneur and I'm a worker bee. I do what I'm told. And so I have 3 business coaches I've had for years, 3 of them. I mean, I've got 70 grand a year just tied up with business coaches on the payroll.
Wow, okay.
And so having them help me hone my focus has been huge, because I don't know where to put it. And if I don't have my focus honed, then I don't believe I'm living purposely, because I'm all over the map. I don't have my focus, narrowed down into just 5 things. Like at the beginning of 2020, James sat down with me, one of my coaches, and he said, all right, we're going to have 5 main things we want to focus on. And if what you are doing doesn't fall into one of these categories, don't do it, Cristy. And so that helps me continue to push towards my purpose, I guess, as far as just my goals and the things, my OKRs and the things I want to accomplish. You can break it down to day, week, month, quarter, and year. And that's how I stay on track, because I don't get distracted, not like squirrel or shiny object. I'm not like that. But I can tend to say, oh, that's a good idea, when that's not generating revenue or helping people. But I think in my mind, so staying on task with what people that are smarter than me have helped me realize what to do has been huge. And then I just keep grinding, keep driving every day towards my goal of bringing hope and healing to the millions around the world.
I love that. And so did it take some time though to realize that it was kind of the big step for you as far as living purposefully, of having people can help you focus? So like you said, it's not a squirrel thing, but just knowing, okay, what actually makes sense versus just maybe impromptu decisions.
Yeah, exactly. It helped me a lot, because I knew that I needed help. I knew I had these ideas. I didn't know which one was going to work. And so having some people, having those 3 coaches help me go, yes, no, let's get rid of that idea. Yeah, let's bring that into the mix. Let's do this. It absolutely it really was a big turning point for me, because I just didn't know. One time James said something. I said, James, I got on the phone, I got a great idea. And he said, how much energy is that going to take? So I added up the hours a day it would take to do this idea. And he said, and how much revenue would that generate? And I added up, and he said, and how many people will you reach? And I added up. He said, so for 40% of your energy, you're only creating 5% revenue, and you're only, and it really made sense. So it helped me a lot. It calmed me down. It gave me purpose. It gave me a direction to go and what to focus on, having that at the beginning of the year. And we've just been grinding all year towards those 5 main goals.
And with those 5 main goals, tell me, where do you see your business going within the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, I don't, we're at 10 million now. And I don't, and it's growing. It's continuing to grow even during COVID. Of course, weight loss during COVID, that's kind of a no brainer. We got people that are gaining weight. And so we're doing great, and we're an online company. So we're all working from home anyway, remotely. But everything's kind of, I don't know what's going to happen in 2021. I know I'm a great speaker. I love to speak. I love to be on stage. I bring the heat. I bring the fire. I tell people what they need to hear.
It's
great. Thank you. But I would love to see myself on more stages, and that I don't know what 2021 is gonna. That was kind of always the plan. The plan is I got another book coming out this spring. The plan is also that I'm adding a new division onto Code Red of getting people on the phone, because there's a lot of people that are going through our 10-pound takedown challenge, but then they leave the community and we don't know what happens to them. So we're gonna get them on the phone to say, how are you? What's going on? That human connection. Yes. So we're trying to shift and pivot, because we don't really know what the future looks like. But definitely we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to add more employees, add more staff, add more coaches, bigger ads, more spending to get people in to the community.
Absolutely. I can see the excitement. I'm excited. I think great things are definitely coming, and hopefully this podcast as well helps as far as, getting you on stages and just being able to speak more, because I think there are a lot of people who can benefit, if nothing else, from your energy. People need the boost. And so to go into detail a little bit for me about the 10poundtakedown.com.
Yeah, 10-pound takedown challenge is pretty amazing. I was one of the first people to ever come up with this idea, and this actually got me on a stage in February of 2019 for Funnel Hacking Live in front of 6,000 entrepreneurs, because it was a new thing that was amazing. So my 10-pound takedown funnel converts at 14.1% to cold traffic, and that is absolutely unheard of. And so what people do, this is for $47, is they come to our challenge, and you can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days. And what I do is I come live to them every morning and teach them something new about the lifestyle and about the proper human diet, and talk about what they learned that was wrong, because people don't know. They learned, oh, you got to exercise, or you got to eat low fat, and that is just wrong. So I teach them something new every day for 30 days. They can win various prizes throughout the month. They get tracking sheets, a food list of what to eat. We track their water, weight, and sleep. It's a very basic way to dip their toe into the lifestyle. They build a community. We get about 2,000 new people a month on our challenge. So, and then from there, I'll upsell them into a higher ticket package that's right around $1,000. And they have different price points of wherever they want to pick to continue. We always have swag that we offer. It's really a lot of fun. And the average person loses 12.2 pounds. And then we have 3 winners, first, second, and third place. And it's great. It's real food, water, and sleep. It's not anything they have to buy.
It sounds like so much fun. And like you said, just it's natural too. Simple things, but things that people can rely on and realize the big changes they can make in their life.
Yeah, they can get the food at a C-store or a grocery store, or if they're at a truck stop in Des Moines or a cafe in Hong Kong. It doesn't matter where they are. We teach people how to live a life, a real life, with kids and jobs and walking the dog and taking care of your elderly in-law. Like, this is just life. And I think that that's what's missing. You got to buy this pill. You got to buy this shake. No, you don't. Here's what you need to do. Eat this. You'll be fine.
I love that. So the other website, coderedlifestyle.com. Are there any other platforms, anywhere else to go for our listeners for more information?
I have my own podcast called Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. It's a lot of fun. I'm just like this. I love being real and authentic. You can find me if you're a podcasting person, which it seems like obviously you're listening to this, so you are. You can follow, you can come over there on that. And then at Cristy Code Red on all the socials, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You're going to find me there with my mohawk, probably a different color, but I would love to have you on the next challenge for sure.
Well, Cristy Code Red, thank you for being your amazing, authentic self, bringing the energy and just sharing so much amazing information I know our listeners will definitely benefit from. And I wish you the best too coming up. And with your book coming up, 10-pound takedown challenge, great things. Thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity.